actually live since the last 20 minutes, but didn't quite realize that I didn't go live. I didn't go public, rather, it was on unlisted. Pardon me. The other video is saving right now. I'm discussing 7 lessons I have learned working with CEOs and academics in the last 15 years in my line of work as a publisher. And I said a few things there. Please do me the honors to go check that out after now. I'm really sorry about that. I will want to continue from where I stopped there. I realized that something could be wrong when I didn't see anybody come on the stream. So I knew something was wrong, and I was already in my 3rd point, right? Or my 3rd lesson. Yes. So I'll just do a recap of my first 3 lessons and I can go ahead here, okay? If today is your first time seeing my face, my name is Chisom and this is Chi Money Gang, as we like to call ourselves. We talk about money, opportunities and business, and this is a 30 days motivational video series where I'm sharing everything I learned, everything I went through building a lean multimillionaire business from Nigeria. And I've been here for the past 11 days sharing my lessons, sharing my hurdles, my challenges, my triumphs. And I invite you over that this is the brighter side of the internet. You should please like this video and drop a comment so that I can give you a shout out as well. And right here is our episode 11. I'm going to properly label it after now, but please go ahead and drop any leadership lesson you've learned so far in life, in business. Also share so that I can read and we can share. That's what this is about, okay? This is called Being Chisom. Is a series of 30 days. So I invite you to join me here every night. This is Nigerian night. This is 27 past 9 p.m. in Nigeria. So join me at every time this time around for the next 20 days. All right? So I was talking about the fact that working and sitting in book interviews with different kinds of leaders, CEOs, scholars, has been such a huge blessing for me, for my own life. So I started sharing from the knowledge I have had working with them, the 7 leadership lessons that have transformed my own career. And yeah, that's what I've been talking about. I shared that the first lesson I learned from them is that they think like 5 steps ahead of normal people. That's what I call the power of strategic thinking. Hi, Stick Boy. Hi, Bomb Whitey. Good to see you on the stream. The best leaders I have worked with, they don't just react. They have a plan. They have a long-term plan, up to 10 years, 7 years, 20 years. And those plans are usually what informs what they are doing presently. And that really impacted me in no small way, because I was thinking about it and I said, I was used to just planning for the next 1 year, 6 months, things I want to achieve immediately. Hi, Stick Boy. Yes. Welcome. Please let me know, what do you do? Are you a YouTuber? Welcome on the stream, okay? They don't just decide things on the short term. Most of the leaders I've worked with. Please give this video a thumbs up and please subscribe to this channel. We are a money channel and we love to talk finance, business and opportunities. Okay. Now I remember I talked about a CEO I worked with whose 10 years plan was driving the book he was writing presently at that time, and I was so blown away. It shaped my life in no small way, and I've never forgotten it. So the power of strategic thinking is one thing I have learned from working with all of these leaders. The second point I made in the previous video as well was that all the leaders I've worked with in the line of my work are people who are readers. I don't know even one person, right, that is a powerful leader up there doing successful things who doesn't read. None. They never stop learning. They are continuous learners. Whether it's research, the knowledge, they always keep reading. Most of them read a book every week. Most of them who even use audiobooks read much more than that. And they have this philosophy of if I'm not learning something new, how am I expected to grow? They understand that they are supposed to be a step ahead of people who they are leading. And for me, that's very instrumental, because lifelong learning is non-negotiable for top leaders. So if you're somebody who wants to be ahead in your gaming industry, in your fashion industry, in your YouTube career, you can't be somebody who is not interested in learning new things. Lifelong learning, the kind you can't get in beyond the school walls, are the ones that we recommend. So that's one thing I learned from working with them. Also, I was in this dead point before I realized that my video wasn't public. Okay, that most leaders I work with are people who are not afraid to take decisions under pressure. So I was giving an illustration about a particular academic whose research and data was going to put her almost in trouble. But because she had to validate her data, she was working with facts, she kept pushing. I talked about the fact that when you gather your facts, you should trust your instincts and decide and make decisions with confidence. All right. Then I was in my fourth point from the last video. If as a leader you can't communicate your vision, you will be lacking in so many things. I remember some people believe that some leaders just don't have the power of delivery or the power of the gap. But if you're a good leader, every good leader must have the leadership capital of powerful communication. If not, you're going to be leading people who are confused. So you're thinking one thing, they're thinking another, right? And so that's why I think that communicating clearly, communicating your vision, direction, instructions clearly is so important for every leader. I made mention in my other video that tonight is kind of low because I didn't want to cancel the session, but notwithstanding, we're here and we're making the best of it, right? So as a leader, you have to be clear about what you want your team to do or what you want people to do, the ideology that you're driving, who you are, and what your essence is. And you have to state it directly so that you can make people believe in your vision, right? So that's the fourth thing I have learned working with leaders and CEOs and academics. The fifth thing I have learned working with all of these people in the last 15 years is more of they never give up. They are very resilient. Even in the face of hardship, failure, and I hope many CEOs and academics and busy executives and even the people who call the wealthy, the presidents and all that, people in political class, they experience a lot of failure too, just like normal people. I mean, big time failures that if it happens to you, you will give up before you even get anywhere. But the difference between them and other people is that they don't let their failure become, they don't wear their failure on their faces or on their necks. They don't take it as a badge. They don't let it define them. I think that's the best way to say it. People who succeed at all costs, they embrace failure as part of the process of success. And I think that this is very important for you. If you want to succeed in life, nothing in life comes easy. I was talking to my 7-year-old daughter today, and I said, we were making her hair, braiding it. And she said, Mommy, why is it that it's anything that is, I used to say this to her as well. Why is it that anything good kind of comes with pain? And even sweet food that are very sweet, we're asked to avoid it. And sometimes it's not good for our health. I say, that's a good life lesson you've learned there, right? Nothing good comes easy. Nothing. In fact, she said that herself as well. She said the easiest things in life are things like failure. If you want to fail, you just don't do anything and you fail. And it seems so easy. If you want to fail, be lazy and you will fail. But if you want anything good, you have to fight for it. You have to endure the pain. That's exactly the same characteristics that I see with all the leaders I've worked with. While I'm taking their book interviews, getting to know them, it strikes me all the failures they have had to overcome to become successful. And that beats me all the time. I'm like, you're not your failure. You're not the things that you failed to do. In fact, the things you failed doing are your badges of honor, right? That's something I learned from them. I have several business owners, for instance, CEOs, who have lost millions of currency trying to build their business. Most of them have failed in so many businesses before the one they are in that everybody celebrates them about now. But instead of quitting, they will realize, they will analyze, they will they will look at what went wrong, they will change their mind about certain things, they will reinvent, and they will go back, and then finally they will build a new multi-million dollar company. And it is such something to take away from. This fifth lesson also taught me that when you fail, it's not the end of the day. And again, it's better to fail fast so that you realize the things that are not working and then succeed even faster. If you fail fast, you learn faster and you keep moving forward and achieving things faster. But when you're afraid of failure, you don't want to even start at all, you don't want to take any risk, you feel the feels, so you're afraid of failure, you don't want to fail, you can never achieve anything good. Yeah. So the sixth lesson I would say I learned from sitting down with these top leaders over the years is that leadership is not, most of them are not gain oriented, they are not profit oriented. No, don't get me right, that doesn't mean that they don't want to make profit in their business, but they are very concerned about the people before what is it that they can get. That's what most leaders I work with. I realize that most of the CEOs I work with are very humanitarian. Most of them that have built empires, especially those of them that had already become very wealthy before they are 40. Those ones are the ones that really get me very intrigued, because I want to learn how they started out, how they were able to succeed so early. Because apart from Elon Musk, for instance, on the global scale, most people who succeed at the very big wealth level are on the average their ages are around about 55 years. So when I see a CEO or a business owner or an academic who has made a lot of impact and wealth in their 40s, I want to pay attention, right? Because until Elon Musk came, even people who were always the richest in the world were always older than him also. So I learned this also when I started coaching editors in my editors business school. Most times I sit back and I create these courses, pouring out lessons and advices to make sure they don't fail at the things I failed at, using the lessons I have now learned and how it's working for me now, so that they can climb on my shoulder and move faster. What took me 15 years doesn't have to take them 3 years to master and to make a success of. So what I would say I've learned from those leaders is that leadership is about people, not about what you gain, not about and that's also why you see a lot of very wealthy leaders, they will make all the wealth in the world, then a few years down the line you will hear that they are giving out all their wealth to charity. You get? Because I get it, some people think that it's money they need. When you get money, you realize that it's not money you need, you want fulfillment, and fulfillment comes from contribution, to others, from being a blessing to other people, from being a conduit of blessing. Because look at it, no matter the mansions you have in the world, how many they are, you can only sleep in one room, not even in the whole house per night. You can only sleep in one bed per time, right? And wow, so that is so instrumental. Guys, let me show you guys what I just got. It's getting right. Yeah, oh my gosh, my husband just brought me dinner. Oh my god. So come join me. So being a leader means you actually first of all want to guide people, you want to be there for people. Investing in people is what leadership is about, because leadership is about impact. How do you impact the people? It is by actually looking out for them, looking for how to help them, looking for how to help them grow, providing for them, just making their life better. So that's the role of a leader. So that's one thing I've learned from working with all of these leaders as well. The seventh thing I've learned, this one is it will liberate someone. I've also experienced this one, that success takes time. Success takes time. It takes time, but it's worth it. Only building this YouTube channel, which is why I ask you to support me. Please like this video and subscribe. Only build this channel in the last 3 years almost now is a testament to that. Let me speak some ChatGPT English. It's a testament to the fact that success takes time. But anyway, the main illustration should be building my company, which is where all of these 30 episodes are coming from. It's taking me 15 years to build a multi-millionaire industry, or rather company, Logos Audibles, and we are just getting started, right? Many of the people, CEOs and scholars I worked with, they have spent decades getting to where they are today. And I've seen that over, and I know that when we are younger, or when we don't really understand this business, it looks like, oh, this person succeeded. If you do like this, if you copy them, you also get their results. Not all the time. I have moved 3 cities within the last 6 years. I have worked full-time jobs for 11 years. I have failed in multiple other businesses, sold a company before getting to where I am today, right? So there are no overnight successes. There's nothing like, oh, he just blew, or oh, he just became successful, or he just favored. Babe, put on the phone. So you have to keep building, you have to keep learning, and success will always come when you don't give up. I learned that, and I've experienced that, and I can share that with you. So don't give up. Just look at those who bought Bitcoin in 2010, who did not also sell it off to go and eat pizza, and they left it. They're the ones ruling the whole cryptocurrency market right now. So which of these leadership lessons resonated with you? Remember, we started out in the previous video. Please also go watch that after now. Any questions, I will take them while I'm here or offline. I need to go take dinner, as you can see. So if you want more insight about top leaders and ways they make money in particular, follow me for more insights. And I'll be sharing more tomorrow, and I'll be more gingered tomorrow. Watch out for that. All right, so let's meet tomorrow, same time, and I'll be telling you another angle of is connected. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. I say live stream up to how many?